Nowadays, a number of nation-states and independent actors are intercepting and storing a lot of encrypted data, including passwords, bank information, and credit card numbers, as well as social security numbers. They cannot, however, open these files. Why do they do it then? Why, they think they'll have access to a quantum computer in the next 10 to 20 years that can decrypt data in a matter of minutes. Snull, or Save Now, Decrypt Later, is the name of this process. It also works because there is information available right now that will be useful in 10 years. Research in the pharmaceutical and industrial sectors, as well as top-secret government intelligence exist, and everyone is aware of this danger. According to the National Security Administration, if created, a sufficiently powerful quantum computer would be able to undermine every frequently used public key algorithm. You are aware that in 5 to 10 years, quantum computing will defeat the current state of encryption. Save Now, Decrypt Later makes quantum computers a threat, even if they won't be developed for years. For this reason, the U.S. House recently approved laws requiring all agencies to switch over immediately to new forms of cryptography that are impervious to quantum computing. You know, the encryption technologies we use today have been extremely successful in operating efficiently for more than 40 years. Until the 1970s, meeting in person and exchanging a secret key were prerequisites for communicating privately with someone. Both message encryption and decryption would use the same key. Hence, it is referred to as asymmetric key algorithm. Your messages remain secure as long as nobody else obtains the key. But what if you need to give information to a stranger and it's too difficult to set up a face-to-face meeting? A key cannot be transmitted over an insecure channel, such as the phone line or the mail, because it could be hacked. And it was this that inspired Riverst, Shamir, and Edelman, three physicists, to make a breakthrough in encryption in 1977. It functions somewhat as described below and is currently recognized by the initials RSA. Each individual has two very large prime numbers of their own that they keep private. They add these figures together to produce a larger total, which they then make available to the general public. To send someone a private message these days, I utilize their large public number and mutilate my message. Also, I jumbled the number in a way that makes it impossible to decipher without knowing the two prime elements that made up the original number. When separate keys are used to encrypt and decrypt the message, this is an asymmetric key system. Hence, decoding is simple for my intended receiver, but difficult for everyone else unless they can factor that big public number. Now, a supercomputer could be used to factor it using the general number field CIF, the best-known factoring procedure. But contemporary cryptography employs prime numbers that are about 313 digits long. Even on a supercomputer, factoring a product of two primes this large would take roughly 16 million years, but not on a quantum computer. We've been aware of this threat's impending arrival for some time. Therefore, researchers have been searching for novel data encryption techniques that can fend off attacks from both conventional and quantum computers. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST, organized a search for new encryption techniques that are resistant to quantum computing in 2016. There were 82 different proposals submitted by cryptographers from throughout the world, some of which failed to pass rigorous testing. The NIST then decided to include 4 of the methods in their post-quantum cryptographic standard on July 5, 2022. Knowing where the world is going is something that intrigues me. Furthermore, it is already obvious that in the future decades, the roles played by chatbots and quantum computers in our lives will only continue to grow.